Hello, I'm going to show you how to create the code snippets, which is the way the Visual Studio auto types parts of some code for you. So I'm going to create a C++ console application here, and I'm going to show you what I mean by code snippets. I think that's the way you spell it. But what it is when you want to type something, so let's say you want to do a for loop. In order to do a for loop, you can type the entire for loop or you can use the code snippets. In order to use the code snippets, I'm going to type the word for and then I'm going to press the tab key on your keyboard. Once I do that, it types for me this entire code here. So Visual Studio types the whole thing for me. So I love the code snippets. So there are many types of code snippets. So if you do a right click, go to snippets, and then insert snippets, and then here you have a lot of options of what you can use to insert code for you. So let's look at the switch, for example. I'm going to click on the switch, and then it types here the switch basic structure for me. So I love this thing. I use a lot. One of the things that I use a lot, but it doesn't have a code snippets, is the cout. So every time I want to see out something, I need to type the entire thing. And let me fix the namespace here. So I need to type the whole thing. So I don't want to type the whole thing every time I want to see out something. So I'm going to create a custom snippet to do this for me. So I'm going to open my browser and then I'm going to search for Visual Studio snippets templates. I'm going to click on the first link. And these are the instructions on how to create the snippet. So I'm going to copy this thing here. That's the templates. And then I'm going to bring to Visual Studio. And then on Visual Studio, I'm going to click on File, New File. Then I'm going to click on XML file and open. And then I'm going to paste the entire template here. So this is the template. So a couple of things here. So on the header, we have the title. The title, I'm just going to put cout. And then there's a couple of more things that I want to write here. I want to write the shortcuts. And the shortcut is going to be cout as well. So this is what I'm going to type and then press the tab later and then it types for me. So this is just the name of it. So I'm going to put here my cout just to differentiate. So these are the shortcuts that later we're going to use to actually type this thing. Now we can also put another tag here of author. And also we can add description. So the author and the description are not needed. You really need the shortcut though. All right, and then the last thing we need is to set up the code snippet. So the language, I'm gonna put CPP as the language. And then right here inside the C data, inside the first bracket, remember inside the first bracket, I want to put the code that I want to include on my program whenever I type cout and press tab. So the code that I want to include is cout space and then high and then space and end line. So this code here will be inserted for me whenever I type cout and press tab. So now I'm going to save this file. So I'm going to click on File and Save As. It doesn't really matter where you save it. I'm going to save mine on Downloads. However, the file extension cannot be XML. The file extension has to be snippets. So now I'm going to save this. And now I need to go to Visual Studio and then import that file. So I want to go to Tools, Code Snippet Manager. And then right here on the drop-down menu, I'm going to choose C++. Now I'm choosing C++ because I wrote that code snippet for C++. If you're writing your code snippet for some other language, then choose your appropriate language. So for me, it's C++. Right, so now I'm going to click on My Code Snippets, and then I'm going to click on Import. So I'm going to click on Import, and then I'm going to go to Downloads, and click on the file that I created. So I'm going to click on Open. So make sure that My Code Snippets is selected here, and then I click on Finish, and click on OK. And now the code snippet is ready. So to activate the code snippets, I'm going to type cout. And then once I type cout, I just type the tab, and then Visual Studio types this for me. Or I can do a right click, snippets, insert snippets, then go to My Code Snippets, and then go to My cout. So that will type it for you. Alright, so that's all for this video. Thanks for watching.